Today we're going to be discussing color pencil essential must-haves for the soulful artist. Hello everyone, welcome back to Southpaw Creative. I'm Jane, and you know what? I'm just going to dive right into this and explain to you what my favorite must-have colored pencil essentials are for the beginner or for the intermediate or for the more advanced person. It's for everybody as long as you are a soulful artist, and I'll explain why in a little bit. We have a potato bug here, or lovingly known as the stink bug. So if you hear some low frequency buzzing, that's exactly what it is. Now, as long as he doesn't land in my hair, I won't freak out. And that has happened before. Right into it, okay? First things first, you gotta have a wonderful set of pencils. So even the color enthusiast or the beginner may want to look into some decent options here. And I have here the Polychromos on display. And this is kind of a two-in-one situation where, you know, if you really are serious about coloring, the best thing to do is look at Amazon, look at Blix, look at Jerry's Artarama, weigh your options, read reviews, extensive reviews, and see reviews on YouTube as well. So I have the Polychromos 120 here, and I also have this in a wonderful case, which I believe every artist should have at least one good storage. And this is probably the most frequently asked question that I have is, where did you get your cases? From the top 3 best colored pencil video. This is by Global Arts Materials, and they actually come in different sizes, and you can get them at Blick Art Materials, or you can get them at like Hobby Lobby and some other places. So they're pretty affordable. I think on Amazon they're about $24.95, so that's very reasonable. Comes with zippers, and you know, it's nice and travel friendly for the most part. Pretty easy to get in your suitcase if you're traveling and whatnot. I'm sorry, I still have a hospital band. I went to go get a CT scan today. Anyways, so number one, good pencils, good quality pencils if you're serious about coloring and you're serious about colored pencils, and a good storage case. So let's just move on. If you cannot afford one of these and you don't have a large collection, you can always get a small pencil roll-up so as an alternative. And I believe this was like $5 at Michael's, holds 24 pencils. And there's my Polycolor by Koh-i-Noor. So this is a really good option. And the pencil rolls, for the most part, on Amazon and other places that I've looked into, they're really reasonably priced. So there's no excuse not to have one. That's kind of a must-have right there. You're going to want some sketching pencils. So what I have here, if you can see that, is I have a 5H, and this is a graphite pencil. It's Mitsubishi Hi-Uni. Staedtler and Faber-Castell, they make really good graphite pencils as well. And I was always kind of taught in school to use a 4H pencil. I reached for the 5H just because I couldn't find my 4H. So practice what I preach, right? You can also have the option of sketching in red and blue, and these are the Col-Erase pencils by Prismacolor. They work really well, and despite my feelings on softcore Prismacolor. So another thing is blending. Blending is everything whenever it comes to colored pencils. So I use the Mona Lisa odorless mineral spirits. So you can get them in 2 sizes. This was $14 on Amazon. And then I got this little one at Michael's with a coupon for about, I think, $7. But these are going to give your blending, your colored pencil drawings, and coloring with a very painterly technique. Now, I have not used these in the colored pencil books. I usually use them on my paper. So I don't know how they would blend. I would recommend maybe a blending pencil, a colorless blending pencil. Prismacolor makes one, Koh-i-Noor makes one, several different brands make them. I would use that on your coloring books, but for your serious artwork, I would go with the odorless paint thinner, or you can use Gamsol. I use, personally, on my larger pieces to blend with the odorless mineral spirits, a large filbert brush. This is a number 6 Zen by Royal and Langnickel. And then, you know, if it's smaller, I just kind of use these little cheap craft brushes. For the details, just get one of these little guys, you know, just an itty bitty one. I always believe it, if you're a serious colored pencil enthusiast, artist, and whatnot, I believe you should have at least one travel friendly small case, just to, you know, if you're taking it outside and using it, you can push these edges. Usually these metal tins have edges like this, although you may want to use your pencil roll instead. But I think a good travel set is nice. And these are the Holbein, because you know I love Holbein. And one of the most important things is paper. So I love this Stonehenge because you can kind of do a little bit of everything with Stonehenge. It's a little bit pricier than, say, Bristol board or your regular drawing paper, but I mean, you can use pen and ink, you can use drawing, you can use acrylic on it, you can use watercolor or charcoal or whatever. And it's just a fantastic, fantastic paper, and I love it. I'm in love with you. And if you can be in love with a paper, I don't know. So they're made by Legion Paper, and they create and make Yupo paper, among some other. They just came out with a Stonehenge aqua board, which I'm really excited to try out. I sent for some samples. So anyways, I'm rambling, but I would also recommend getting a Bristol Vellum surface for your finished artwork. For a colored pencil, it receives and layers very well. And this is actually kind of the first serious paper that I used whenever I was starting out with colored pencils many, many years ago, and I still hold it faithful. And as long as I'm using just straight colored pencils, I usually grab this or grab the Stonehenge. No colored pencil piece is going to be great without a great pencil sharpener. Now, it's debatable as to whether or not a manual handheld sharpener is the best or an electric sharpener is the best. I do have a couple, I have a handheld crank one, and I also have a electric pencil sharpener. However, I have found that these pencil sharpeners are really great for handheld. This is the Faber-Castell Trio. It opens up in the middle, and it has several different options there. It also sharpens the triangular color grip that they have for the Art Grip Aquarel line. Sorry. And then you have two different sizes over here. They're easy to clean, and they're also easy sometimes to open up and spill accidentally. But for the most part, this is worth the $7. I love these, and I have two of them actually. What I also love is the Alvin, the Dux Alvin sharpener. It looks like a little inkwell. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? It's just, I mean, pure aesthetic beauty right there. I'm kind of in love with like ink bottles right now. I don't know. It's just my thing. Just bear with me. And then what really makes this though is the, you can see how sharp that blade is. And it really does a wonderful job. I haven't had any breakage. And if it was only just a little bit bigger and we could collect more shavings. But it is absolutely beautiful, and it performs very well. So I do recommend the Faber-Castell Trio and the Dux Alvin sharpener. This is so important, people. This is the Derwent electric eraser. Tombow makes one too, although my Tombow kind of pooped out on me. So I went ahead and got this one on Amazon for, I think, $8. And it's fantastic. Derwent, man, they come through sometimes. And I love that it runs on batteries. It's very, very, very efficient. This will lift your color for you. If you're ever in need of correcting something and you got to lift that color, go with an electric eraser. Do not go without an electric eraser, no matter what you do. I promise you, this will save your life if you make mistakes. Last but not least, don't forget your music in your headphones. This is so important for channeling and opening yourself up and connecting. So music is a huge influence on us, and we love it. Artists absolutely love their music, so keep your music close by if you can. It helps to get in the zone, get connected, tapped in, and all that good stuff. So what exactly did I mean whenever I said that this is for the soulful artist? Well, the thing is that when you're channeling, meaning when you're in the zone and you're creating, it's especially essential to get in touch with the soulful side of yourself and align yourself with your higher self. And that can be done very easily through crystals, essential oils, candles, sage, etc., etc. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that, and then I'll wrap it up. So I basically take crystals for each of my pieces, and I listen to what my higher self tells me to do. And that I look at my crystals and select which ones for each piece will be essential for that piece. So, however, I thought to myself, okay, overall, what would be general crystals to use for those creative outlets, such as colored pencil or painting or whatever? It just doesn't really matter as far as the medium goes, because it can be colored pencil or anything else. but these crystals will in fact enhance your creativity and your self-expression, and I'll explain why. So we've got the candle going right now. It's not essential to necessarily have a candle, but I got it for $3 at Five Below, so I thought, oh, you know, why not? The Vishuddha chakra, which is the throat chakra, located obviously in your throat area, is about balancing and awakening that creativity and that self-expression, and being able to not only speak that self-expression, but speak it through your artistic creativity and through your artistic talent. So the color of that chakra in particular is light blue. Sometimes it's represented as sort of a more of a teal color. So for the throat chakra, I recommend getting a little blue lace agate. This is just a very small one. You can get it at a stone shop or any metaphysical store for about, I think, $1 a piece. Very beautiful stone, very healing. It's a very healing throat chakra stone. You can keep it around you, around your desk, while you're creating. The root chakra is about grounding, which if you watch the grounding meditation video, you'll know all about that. What I have selected here, and you can use a general tiger's eye, but I have a red tiger's eye. It's a very, very beautiful stone. Very powerful for grounding and supporting yourself as an artist, and making sure that you don't basically float away while you're in the zone. Well, I don't want to say most importantly, but the throat chakra and the sacral chakra are two very, very important chakras to artists. And the reason why is because they're both about self-expression, and especially the sacral chakra, which is located among your reproductive organs. The color of that chakra is orange, so I recommend these two crystals. And this is a carnelian. You can keep it on you, and I believe that it enhances your creativity. I don't even have to believe, it just is. It does enhance your creativity. It will help you and aid you in channeling and guiding yourself to produce beautiful works of art, to really get in that zone. It gives you ideas. It helps those ideas flow very, very easily. This is a very powerful stone. This is a orange calcite. It's an energy amplifier. It helps with creativity. It also helps to filter some of that negativity that you may have while you're creating, if you're feeling down on yourself or feel like you don't have any ideas. For a general psychic awareness stone, which will help ground you and open up your crown chakra and help your third eye chakra, which is also something that I talk about. The third eye is about vision, and it's about those ideas coming through and visualization of those psychic visions of your ideas. Labradorite is it looks very kind of plain whenever you first look at it, but whenever the light hits it, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. See how beautiful that is? The larger the stone, the more beautiful the reflection really is. I've seen some absolutely gorgeous stones. But I like to keep these small ones because I can carry them in my pocket whenever I'm out in public. And so this will aid with your creativity as well, your vision, your third eye, and your crown, some of the higher chakras. I tend to keep this amethyst cluster, which I got for $15. Isn't that beautiful? For $15, you know? It called to me whenever I saw it. It was just wanting me to take it home. Amethyst is a great all-encompassing stone. It amplifies your energy. It's a very spiritual stone, so you'll feel very connected whenever you keep it around you. Now, the key is that you need to keep this out of the sunlight, because it does tend to fade in the sun over time. I learned that the hard way. So if you have any amount of amethyst, don't keep it in the sun for too long. I know it looks beautiful, but it will fade. If you had to pick just one stone to keep on you, I would recommend amethyst. It purifies, it cleanses. It won't muddy up your ideas. You'll have very, very clear visions of what you want to create. So that's why I said this is for the soulful artist, because we have to basically, in order for us to function at our highest form of, in order for us to function at our highest frequency in creativity. We have tools that we can use in order to amplify that energy and to be the most artistic, best self that we can be. So thank you for joining me today. Paint, draw, and open that third eye, everybody. Until next time, keep creating, and I'll see you later.